Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, on behalf of the Haiti government, the Haiti Prime Minister signed a government agreement with the Kenya government through William Ruto to have a cooperation whereby Kenya will send more than 1,000 police officers to Haiti. But the minority leader, Opiyo Wandayi, is questioning William Ruto as far as this issue is concerned. 5 days ago, he had warned William Ruto about the issue to do with Haiti. And it was very clear that Haiti has no legal capacity to enter into any contraction or obligation with Kenya. They don't have a legal capacity as a government. Even the man who is the current Prime Minister, he has not that legal capacity to enter into any memorandum with any country. But Ruto went too low to sign an agreement with him. There's no government in Haiti. The Prime Minister has been threatened, and we've been sharing the stories here, whereby he can't get back home. We don't know even where he is. The last time he attempted to fly to his country, he was blocked. And he never stepped in his own country. And you know, as the deal is on, that means Ruto can at any point or any time deploy police officers to Haiti. Because now they have signed an agreement. And this is the warning from the minority leader, Opiyo Wandayi, to William Ruto.
The Haitian government, as we speak, has got no capacity, legal capacity, to enter into any contractual obligation with any other country, either bilaterally or multilaterally. And you could see, as the gentleman was signing some papers in Statehouse in Nairobi, the Haitian militia were warning him not to go back. Which prime minister can be told not to go back to his country? By militia. They told him, don't dare leave Kenya to come back to Haiti after signing those papers with Ruto. Can you imagine? These are not just jokers. These are serious military. Because about a year ago, they killed the president in Statehouse. They went to Statehouse in Haiti and killed a sitting president. They are now sending a warning to the person calling himself the prime minister not to go back to Haiti. Now, if they can declare their own prime minister in quote, persona non grata, what of our helpless police officers who will be living here in their thousands? What is it that is driving the Kenyan government to insist on taking these police officers to Haiti? What is it? Is it pressure from outside? Or is it mere pursuit of money? What is it? So it is not yet too late. I want to appeal to Honorable William Ruto to rethink this decision, to review this decision, and indeed to resign this decision. Because we are likely as a country to suffer immense losses, untold losses.
Now, there are serious issues of concern that Opiyo Wandayi is raising here in terms of what is it that is pushing Ruto to this extent of risking our own men and women in uniform. And we want to look deeper into that, but just a quick request. For those who are watching this channel and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, definitely, for Kenya to go this long and sign an agreement, contraction obligation, with a country that has no proper leadership, with a country that has been occupied by gangs, then it shows how low we can go. And it tells you that there can be other forces behind this. At least if Haiti was neighboring to Kenya like the situation in Somalia, we can understand the need and the quickness you can have to deal with the issue, because you know that you are directly affected as long as they are in war. But imagine, this is a country miles away from Africa. It's very far, not in Africa. What is the interest here? We are not affected in any way as a country or as an Africa continent. So what is this that is pushing Ruto to this extent? Is it our outside forces? The answer can be yes. Because we know US is in this war. And there's a possibility it can be the US government pushing Ruto's administration to deploy police officers to Haiti. First of all, they wanted to offer some help in their military, in their police forces, of course, but they withdrew that move. They're no longer supporting that. As of now, they are now piling pressure on the Haiti Prime Minister to resign. But before, they had interest to go and help. So imagine they withdrew, but Kenya is still standing its ground under Ruto's administration to deploy officers to Haiti. Look at that. Look at that. So, what is the interest in this? Is it all about money? Opiyo and I is questioning that. And the answer can be yes. Because this Kenya Kwanza government, when they hear anything about money, wanajua kunusa harufu ya pesa. They can go to an extent of even risking anything to get money. It seems their focus is more on money than the livelihood of Kenyans. And that can be explained even the manner in which William Ruto's administration is forcing its way to collect taxes from Kenyans. They overtax Kenyans. They don't care even when we are sleeping hungry. So imagine wasikia pesa zingine mahali, mkifanya hivi mtusaidie vita hapa. Their interest can be in money. And that's why he's questioning that. What is the move behind this? Is it pursuit for the money? And Wandayi did not just mention this bila kujua kitu anasema. What he is suggesting can be the reality. Hakusema tu. Because many questions are being raised. Why? And then the other issues comes in. Is Kenya much safe to an extent we can give the extra police, if indeed there is any, to this Caribbean nation? Are we safe here? Do we have enough capacity of police officers to reinforce peace and security among communities here in Kenya? The answer is no. Just go to Kapedo. Check the situation in Baringo. Check the situation in Turkana. Check the situation in parts of Lamu. We are not safe. We have seen our own people being killed in the hands of bandits. So, from fighting bandits here in Kenya to fighting gangsters on the streets of Haiti, where 80% of the city and the entire country is in the hands of gangsters. Look at that. Shida yetu hapa Kenya kufight bandits ni shida. Now you're talking about gangsters. How can you deal with that? So our own problem here is yet to be solved. But Ruto is telling us that his administration has the capacity to fight a war in Haiti, where 80% of the country is under the control of militia. And Wandayi is also warning that if this mission is going to take off, we are going to suffer immense losses. And how is this possible? Can you believe that there can be any police officer who can go to Haiti then come back alive? Definitely, there is no possibility of these police officers coming back alive. Because immediately their prime minister landed in this country, the warning followed because they knew what he was going to sign. And it's all about deployment of Kenyan police officers to Haiti. So if already they took an action to send very strong warning to Ruto and their prime minister by taking over control of the city, showing their might in the city when they patrolled, taking over all police stations, releasing prisoners, taking over all state agency, key government institution, taking over the airport. Just because of that. Then this is just walking to your death trap. Simple. And that's a warning from Opiyo and I don't know your views, but let us meet in the comment section to continue this discussion. Thank you so much and see you in our next video.